folks. How are we doing this morning? Accidents. Shit. Driving me crazy. There was something that happened to me, and I gotta deal with this damn thing. Anyway, it's 5:41 in the morning Pacific Standard Time, Aug10th, 2023. The Weaver John City, Roseman, California. If you want me to say it, the zombie. Okay, enough of that one. Yeah, I heard what happened yesterday with this Utah schmuck who 50s, almost 60s, has got to burp his ass about the FBI or law enforcement. He's going to be killing a few people left and right. He makes a online thing and notification to the President of the United States saying, "Hey, pal, I got this weapon here. Let's do a party on this, shall we?" Next thing you know, you got the FBI storming his place. You ain't got a warrant to get me out there, son. Yeah, the next thing he knows, he's got a major party coming in there, and he reaches for a weapon, and boom, they're not playing. They weren't playing. This guy was broadcasting his displeasure about any kind of Democrat out there, including my own state governor. I think he was also going on after a few other prominent people. But mainly because of Joe Biden coming into Utah, he's going to make himself a pain in the ass. And I'm going to make myself a pain in the ass, and not to mention show the maggots out there how it's done. I got all these same firepower over here. Okay, so let's just say, for argument's sake, I, I, I sliced myself trying to clean this cup because of a chip on it. It's still sharp as hell. Word of advice, use a dish brush so you can scrub it out or throw it in a dishwasher. Because sharp edges cut. This one really cut me into the web over here. It hurts. Just about bleeding when I got to staunched it out real fast. It's just, ugh. It didn't get my day started. I didn't have that much sleep last night either. Maybe about 2.5 hours. And Monday is going to be a pain in the ass for me in the first place. I'm leaning over, and I'm going to show you the disarray that I've got right now as it is. I was trying to find myself a portable first aid kit. I've got to get through the rest of the stuff trying to find this stuff. It shows you where my mindset's right now as it is. Yeah, that's a Jedi toy in the background with that blue stick sticking up there. It's a grabber I've got hanging up, and I've got plenty of stuffed animals. So if there's going to be a major threat to the President of the United States and every Democrat out there, I'll toss a stuffed animal at him. I've got a limited supply. I'm trying to get more. Wouldn't make my day anyway. I feel like my day's been screwed up right now, and my stress level's going up there. Why am I drinking coffee? What the hell? So I feel like I am trying to maintain and losing it at the same damn time. I don't know what the hell's going on these days. Good Lord, I'm losing it. Backache, so yeah, I take my Tylenol. I mean, I was tossing and turning last night. Couldn't sleep. And if this is going to be the case when I go into a class Monday on this one, I'm really screwed on it. This is Thursday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So yeah, I'm really doing great this morning, aren't I? I'm stressing myself out at this point. I shouldn't be stressing myself out at this point. The closer it gets to college, I should be looking more to it and getting excited about the damn thing. Why the hell am I stressing myself out? I want to ask myself that question again. Why? Yes, I heard some disturbing news yesterday concerning about Hawaii burning up, going up in smoke. Two islands of the island chain, the island state going up in smoke. A lot of people displaced, a lot of people killed in the fire. Yeah, and it was tearing me apart yesterday because of the tragedy and because of all the hell breaking loose over there. If they've got a handle on it, cool. If they don't, well, there goes a glory. There goes a state right there. It sucks. I wanted to visit Hawaii. I wanted to see how beautiful it would be. I mean, other islands are not affected by it, but it was a touristy spot. It was home. And it makes me feel sad. Kind of disturbed me when I had to disturb the boxes and other stuff over there. But still, I got my stuffed animals there. And we got the big gorilla with the Mickey Mouse ears on it. He's not disturbed. He's still got his hands full, literally. But this, I was hoping it just is an anomaly. I don't have to worry about the damn thing. I mean, already I'm clotting up. That's a good thing. That's a good sign. I'm not dripping all over the damn place. That's another good thing right there. It just scared the hell out of me. Pissed me off. And here I am trying to find a good suitable band-aid here and tape just to tape it on there. Didn't do a good lousy tape, but it means that I got to get the first aid supply and the yeah, all of that checked out just to see if I've got anything suitable left. Damn bug war. I mean, I can blame it on a lot of things right now as it is. I mean, I woke up this morning. I have about an hour and a half or 2 hours of sleep. Not deep enough. Not long enough. Only because during the daytime I was sleeping. Now I got to force myself not to sleep. Just keep forcing myself to back off. And if I'm going to go back to bed, it'll be about 6 or 7 o'clock at night. And then fight like hell. Get up about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and get my ass out, get it going. And Monday. You might as well ask me, how am I doing? How am I going to be looking forward to Monday? I know they changed a little bit of the layout. Okay. They've added in a couple of new buildings. Okay. Took about a couple of years. And with that construction time, and I saw the destruction of one old building that I took a few classes and got used to and kind of liked the way the campus was. But they already made their plans what they were going to do to the campus. They already had their funding over at Antelope Valley College to do what they were going to do. They were going to do it. So, and in my time before the COVID kicked in, I saw the destruction of the building that they're going to be renovating and getting rid of and putting a new building in place. I hadn't seen it yet. I hadn't been through it yet. The student services that they actually had was supposed to be replacing the old building. I'd been through the old building. I missed the old building. I got used to it. But to them, it was old and it wasn't able to be renovated or retrofitted. So, put in a new modern piece of crap. I looked at it. I went through it. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I'm old school at this point over here. Yes, we do need to have technology. Yes, we do need to have it integrated. But man, who was the architect on these damn things? Oh, good lord. The fortunate thing about me having the class or two classes in one building, it's convenient. They're about an hour, hour and a half. I mean, one starts up at 8 to 9:50ish. Then from that time, the other one starts about either 10 or 11 o'clock. It still gives me enough time after school to get my ass over to a bus stop and wait for it to get my ass home. I gotta time this right. I have to go through material, bus schedules and stuff, and for the month of August, for the rest of the month of August. Sorry about that. I was coming. I was coming hard and fast. Sorry for blowing out your eardrums. I have to make sure that everything else I've got is there. Okay, what does that mean by that? I don't know. But I'm having I'm having a conniption fit this morning. Oh yeah, I'm really having a conniption fit this morning. Okay, I got a computer that's giving me hell this morning, so we give it hell back. Every time I kept rebooting. I always do that. Do a countdown. Then wait. Then reboot. So how am I doing this morning, really? Psyched out, creeped out, going nuts. I guess this is going to be one of those kind of useless logs out there of how a guy's supposed to be dealing with the pressure and stress and everything else, not to mention the fear factor of things going to be happening. And I have to deal, I have to cope, I have to wake up to the fact that I'm losing my head. I kept debating the idea whether or not it was actually appropriate for me to get a new piece of shirt. I did say that. A new Antelope Valley shirt. Actually could fit very well too. I wanted something clean. I wanted something nice. So going over there with stains all over the damn place and said, yeah, I'm a student, what you want? Guy wakes up from sleep in his clothing and goes to places instead of just dressing up like I used to a long time ago. And that to be a computer waking up with its good morning. I'm not even there yet. Give me a break, you sorry son of a sea dog. Anyway. So while I'm waiting for it to wake up and boot itself up, and I'll miss out all the good news stuff, I'm just doing a fuss log. Yeah, it's a fuss. I'm fussing. I'm being fussy. I'm being gripey. I'm being grouchy. I'm being a zombie. Leave me alone. I'm not chatty this morning. Everyone can wake up bright and early and look for the rest of the day. I'm sorry. I'm not that kind of. It's not that kind of a day already. Already, I'm waking up and wondering what the hell am I doing this morning. Bladder tells you to get up. You get up. You deal with it. You go back to bed. I got to get up to a routine now. I have to force myself into a routine. I should have been doing it weeks ago. I should have been, and haven't been. But now I got to force myself into the routine because for the next 16 weeks I got to be doing this damn thing. Get at least 2 or 3 hours of sleep. Grab coffee. Bring it with me to school. Slurp it out of a damn thermos at this point over here. Bring in a huge water bottle with me and another bottle of Gatorade. That'll be my drinks. That way, I'm able to hydrate myself, especially when it's going to be 100 frickin' degrees Monday out here in Antelope Valley, California. And I got to get myself energized with coffee. I'll tell you one thing, sometimes coffee works and other times it don't. The older I get, my body's reversing the effects of coffee, apparently, especially my brain. It's almost like putting me to sleep sometimes. The effect of caffeine on my body is giving me a bit of a difference of perspective this time. So now I got to deal with what I got. It's going to be a while before my finger heals up. So I got to keep this rag on my finger, trying to make sure it's going to start healing up a little bit. And I got to get me another fresh bandage on the damn thing, and again and again and again until it heals up. Yeah, this hasn't been a good log, I'll tell you that much.